Okay, guys, welcome back again. Okay, we have another application which is AR road speed condition. The application has developed by myself, Arnold M. Kelaini, and my colleague Ram Gopal, which tries to analyze the road surface speed condition on the ground by rating good, fair, and poor with an impressive graph analysis and map option to export to Excel. So this is it. So this is how it looks like. You will be having a graph, and later on you'll be having a map for analysis. So getting back to the basics now, this is it. So for instance, you have a section of a road starting from 0 here to 1 plus 500. For my case, for instance, you are a surveyor, a road engineer, or a technician. You have surveyed a road from 1.00 to the end of the road, for instance, 1 plus 500, 00. Then you have to analyze this particular section of a road, for instance, good, fair, or poor, for maintenance activities or for rehabilitation activities, for particular activities for a particular road authority or particular council. So you'll be having at the end of the session, that means the application, what we're going to do for you, you'll be having a section of good in maybe green color, fair in dark blue, and poor in red color. So this is it. So this is how the methodology of this application works. So now I'll go straight to the application, how it works, and show you the showcase of how this all thing is being done in this one entire easy proprietary application. So getting back to my desktop here, this is the application. It has this logo, a green in color. So what you're required to do after having the purchase code and the license code, you just click on this application, then it opens just like that. Wow. So this is the software interface. On my left, I have AR road speed condition, which is the version 1.02. Actually, we keep updating this. File open, this is where you open the file. The show profile, this is where you show your profile. The show map, this is where you show the visual map of your road section. And the about, this is the developer's contacts here. And then the manual, you can always have the manual, the operation manual. Upon clicking it will direct you to the manual. So this is it. So you can always go and get all the particular details which I'm talking about as in this video. So now getting to my application, on my right now I have poor marks and fair marks. So these are the bands which you are keeping here. For instance, this poor and fair, these are the bands which the particular agency or road authority can fix for surface condition. So you have different materials you can refer to. You can have the World Bank Techno Paper number 46, which describes speed in different options. You have the oversea road note 5. You have the guidelines of feed inventory. So you have all along all the applications manual where you can just go along and put those condition limits. So for my case, for instance, I'll assume that poor will be 0 to 20, then fair will start from 35. So this is set by the user at the beginning of using this desktop application of AR. So what you're required to do, first things first, is you need to go to the file open here, click, then you need to choose that particular GPX. So that file which you're supposed to load it should be in GPS file format. So for instance, this one, Magiri Kigwa, this is the road which I've selected it. So I'll click open, then it will give me a message box that has been selected. And upon clicking OK, wow, it gives me all the data points, latitude, longitude, length, interval speed, and the condition here at the bottom, fair. So it has known already the condition is fair, and on my right here the average speed is 29.258 km per hour. Total points by the GPS points, nodes by coverage. So it has termed as fair because the poor value is 20 and the fair max is 35. That means beyond 35 it's good. So you can have a look here, the show profile here. So you can have a profile here, you see, always like this. So it has the bands a different color, and you can always right click here and save the image. For instance, I'll try to save the image here on my desktop. For instance, Magiri. Yes, save. So you have it already. So you can close. Then you can show on the map. For instance, I want to show it on the map. So you have to wait for it. Make sure you have internet connection because it links with the Google satellite image. So let us wait for it. Depends on the internet speed. Yes, let's give it a moment. For the time being, yeah, okay, wow, great. My internet was a bit faster. So you see, you can see the points, you see, and luckily, you see, this is the gravel road. You see, you can see the driver was moving all this. So the sections of blue, 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 blue. This is fair, 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 as you can see on my right here. Then red, red, red. This is poor, poor, poor. Then you can go. So it gives you see all these points. So this section of the road, this was green. So green, 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 green. So you can see gives per points. So all these. So this is a long road actually. You can see. So it gives you the map So you have a visual impression of what the particular superintendent or technician was surveying on the road. See all these are the section of fair, these are section of good. So by the way, what this app does, gives you a summary later that this road is good depending on this particular section of points. It calculates the average speed. So this is what you can get, and still you can always save this image for your reference to your client or to your colleague and have a judgmental decision for either doing a particular maintenance of a particular road section. So for instance, I'll tend to save the image and I'll just save it map. Okay, it will be on my desktop. Okay, then gives you directly the message box image saved. Bingo. Then I'm gonna close this. So we have seen now how to show a profile, how to show map, about, as I told you previously, this is the contacts and the developers and the manual. So upon reaching at this stage, you are done with everything. You have saved your image, the graphic profile, you have saved your map. So what you're required is just to export this data in Excel if you want to do any single visualization or more stuff. So you can just click here at the bottom, export to Excel. Then I'll try to export it to Excel. I'll name it track gravel road, for instance, gravel road. Then I'll save it. At the bottom it gives you a message here, exporting on progress. So that means if it finishes, it will give you a message box, everything is complete. So let us wait for it, because there are a lot of points being tracked down actually in the desktop app. Let us wait for it. Bingo, that exported. This is it. So make sure you have this message before you just minimize everything. So I'll just click OK. Then voila, I'll just minimize my app here. Then I go to my desktop now. So first, let's start with the image. This was the image was exported earlier for our road section profile. So you can always include this. It's a speed profile. You can always include your report with different colors. You see, fair or whatever. And good. Then you have map here. This is the map road section. See, good, fair, poor. This is it. Green sections, blue sections, and red sections. That's it. Then you have our Excel. This is like a report. You can just show to your colleague and have it for your road agency or road authority. Yes, you see the Excel is very detailed. See, it looks actually beautiful. Here the sheet is GPX detail. It has the GPS coordinates here, the criteria 35, 20, 35. So these criteria are set. Remember when I was setting these criteria, poor, max, fair. So these were set earlier. You see, good, fair, poor, and the condition overall is fair. So it links here. It's fair. Then there is this kilometer average. So there's 7.17 kilometer, which is good, fair 15.33, then poor 3.21. So it gives the average of all this, then gives you, oh, this road is fair. That's why it is termed as fair. So scrolling on my right here, you have the speed profile. So you can always either export the other graph or you can save this image also as a picture. You can also have an Excel image of this picture and say, maybe I'm going to use this for my case, Ngiri 2. For instance, I'll name as Ngiri 2. Then save it. So you can have different options of either move around via Excel and have an image here. Okay, this is it. Beautiful, impressive. So this is it. So you have exported data to Excel, you have visualized already. So you have all these timed for road speed condition. So this is the end of this video. So this was the video which shows how to use this application, but we'll be glad, my colleague and I, if you're gonna purchase this app. Actually, it's very easy to use and it simplifies the normal road speed condition of visual speed road condition. So now we have this application which you can use just by paying some few amount, then you just get this app like that. So it works if you have a road network of maybe more than one road, so it works easier. And I think it's a good application which you can work and always have a way forward on how particular road maintenance which is needed for a particular road section. So that's it. Thank you for listening.